Welcome everybody to the Red Stars' Matchday -1 press conference. We have Tatumn Milazzo and Chris Petrucelli here with us. As always, if you have any questions, please use the raise your hand function and I'll use it to call on you. Do we have any initial questions for Tatumn or Chris? Joe, go ahead.
Thanks, Emmanuel. Hey, Chris. Hi, Tatum. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday, which is always useless to us in sports. Going into a game against a team that's been struggling to score goals after a performance that we can all agree wasn't the best defensively on over the weekend, what has your team done through the week to ensure that that can tighten up on your end? And then strategically, just going against a team that's been struggling, what can you guys do to ensure that you continue their struggles?
I'd answer that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, first of all, yes. The thing with Washington is they have players who can score, right? And they play on the break. They press really high and hard, and they have some dangerous players up front. So, we have to be a little bit cleaner in the box. I thought our box defending wasn't great in Seattle, and I didn't feel we played poorly in Seattle, but our box defending let us down. And so, what have we done? We've worked on box defending. We've spent a lot of time in and around the penalty area defending that, that part of the field. We did a lot of video work and just focused on some of the things maybe that we could get a little bit better at. And it was, it was simple things. We were a step or two out of position or not recognizing a player, that's unmarked and that kind of thing. So it's all fixable. And we have spent some time, trying to fix it.
And Tatum, if I can ask you then, when you're going against some of these games, sometimes it's really, they've been picking on you and Aaron on that left side a lot. In terms of handling that constant pressure, I'm curious how you think you've been doing with that. And in terms of sharpening up the defending, has the constant pressure maybe been part of the contribution of why it hasn't been as sharp as you would like early on?
Yeah, I think it's the pressure has been a lot. I think other teams figuring out kind of what spaces they want to hit has made it hard for Aaron and I especially, but it's still super early, and I think it's been really beneficial to kind of have the really hard, high pressure situations that have allowed us to kind of work out certain situations and kind of see what options we have. And we have the whole rest of the season to figure it out. And so I think experiencing this early on has been really helpful. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you both. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Leslie, go ahead.
Hi there. Just a bit of a challenge this weekend with Washington Spirit. You've got Trinity Rodman and Ashley Sanchez waiting for you. How do you kind of deal with that mentally when you've got two powerful players who are on their way in?
Yeah, don't forget Hatch either. I think she's pretty good as well.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, but I think we face that every week, right? I mean, every team we play has one or two or three really talented players going forward. That's the league. Everybody's got some players up front that are athletic, that are physical, that can finish. So, I mean, the good news is, we've continuously faced that. So we do have a bit of experience with it. But we recognize the challenge. We know those guys are good players, and we know that we're in for a battle with those players.
Awesome. And for Tatum, you're coming into this part of your career. Can you kind of speak about that transition from being the rookie to being someone with a bit of veterancy on this young team?
Yeah, I think last year allowed me to experience a lot, and playing in those games and experiencing the different types of games has helped me a lot this year to be able to be more vocal and kind of know what my role is, but then now allow me to help the people in front of me and be more confident in the spaces and moving people around to the best spots for where we need to be. So I think that has been probably the most beneficial part of kind of stepping into a more veteran role in a career, I guess.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thanks, Leslie. Does anybody else have a question for Tatum or Coach? Sorry, 1 second, everybody. Ednan, did you have a question for either Tatum or Chris? Ednan, you can go ahead with a question if you have one.
Yes, good morning, Coach. I just want to know if there is any injuries update for this coming Saturday.
Good morning. Yeah, I think the only update is looks like Shayna has an ankle sprain and won't be available.
And also to Tatumn Milazzo, I just want to know how are you feeling with the new draft? People that have been playing with the Chicago Red Stars, the new teammates that arrived to give improvement in forward and midfield. I want to know your personal opinion, how you're getting along with the new players.
Yeah, I think everyone that has been brought in has been super great. I think all the personalities mesh really well together, and I think everyone is on the same page of really wanting to work hard and get better and win. And so I think that's been the most important part of the different people being brought in, is that we're all on the same page and we all have the same goal. And so that makes it more competitive and more fun. And so I think that will also help us be really successful once we get to know each other a little better and really hammer down how we want to play together.
Thanks, Edna. Any other questions for Chris or Tatum? Looks like no. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll have a recording out shortly.